Welcome to a moment suspended in time, a whispered breath within the cradle of Giza. I am Kenemon, a humble guard of this hallowed ground. And as evening wraps itself around me like an old, familiar cloak, I invite you to join me on this cool stone block etched with the secrets of ages. The Great Pyramid looms beside us, its silhouette strong and silent, a sentinel that has withstood the passage of time. The moon, a brilliant sentinel in its own right, casts a soft glow that dances over the rugged stones, revealing their ancient textures and contours. The evening has settled in, and all around me, shadows lengthen and deepen into shades of night, climate from the mega times. I close my eyes briefly, feeling the kiss of the night wind dance across my skin, soothing and gentle, carrying with it the warm, lingering essence of the day that has slipped into history. A faint trace of warmth still lingers, whispers of the sun's touch, which remain to cradle me as I breathe in the rich tapestry of aromas woven into the very air itself. The scent of the desert is intoxicating, an earthy bliss mingling with the dry, sun-kissed grains of sand and the sweet, subtle perfume of nocturnal blooms that emerge only when the sun bows low. As I sit here, the cool stone beneath my hands feels familiar, solid, and reassuring, a witness to countless sunrises and sunsets, to the hands of laborers who molded their dreams into stone, and to the souls that once committed their lives to the lofty goal of reaching the heavens. My fingers trace the intricate edges of the block, feeling its roughness, its imperfections, each mark telling a unique story, a piece of history that wraps around me like soft whispers shared in twilight. In the surrounding quiet, I hear the distant cry of a desert fox, its melancholic notes echoing against the boundless night sky. Each cry unfolds with the richness of life persisting in the shadow. The fox leads my thoughts into the wilderness, a reminder that, even in the deep stillness of the night, life stirs, dances, and continues its endless pursuit of survival. The gentle rustle of wind through the sparse vegetation plays a soft symphony with the creature's calls, a melodic reminder of the heartbeat of the desert that breathes alongside me. Opening my eyes, I gaze at the Great Pyramid, its massive structure casting a long shadow across the earth, a monument to human ambition that has withstood the inevitability of time. The moonlight embraces it, revealing the fine carvings along its surface while leaving other details shrouded in secrecy. It is a dance of light and shadow, a duality that ignites my thoughts about knowledge and the mysteries that dwell forever just out of reach. This prism of contrast resonates deeply within me, a quiet reflection of my own existence as a simple guard, one entrusted with preserving that which cannot be easily grasped, the essence of dreams, ambition, and memory. A soft sigh escapes my lips as I shift my position, feeling the texture of the stone block beneath me, its reminder of enduring strength, even as the world subtly transforms around us. My mind drifts back to the vibrant days of labor and camaraderie under the unrelenting gaze of the sun, where laughter and sweat melded into one powerful force. Each story shared among workers resonates in my heart, a reminder of our shared purpose, the tapestry we wove together from the threads of perseverance. Time has no bearing here, it is but a faded whisper beneath the stars. The fleeting moments slip away like grains of sand trickling through my fingers. I lean back, surrendering to the vast expanse of the heavens above. The stars shimmer like scattered pearls, twinkling with ancient knowledge and dreams waiting to be realized. In this moment, I am filled with a sense of belonging, an acknowledgement of the stories that thread through time like a silken tapestry woven with love and aspiration. Under the watchful eye of the moon, I absorb the serenity that surrounds me. Here, in this tranquil moment suspended in time, I stand vigilant, a humble sentinel of dreams, cradled within the embrace of Giza, Yantim Amaltamakhan. As I gaze up, the Great Pyramid towers majestically, its stone face bathed in the silver light of the moon. The luminescence drapes softly over the contours of the ancient structure, outlining its sharp edges with a gentle glow, each line etched in time like the memories whispered among the winds. It feels almost surreal to be here, enveloped by such vastness, the heaviness of history resting lightly on my shoulders. The pyramid does not reveal its secrets easily. It holds centuries of wisdom within its rugged edges. I am acutely aware of the silence enveloping me, a stillness that feels almost sacred. My thoughts wander through the corridors of time, pondering what lies beneath the surface of those enormous stones, the stories of the artisans who toiled endlessly, the breath of life briefly lost to the labor of love, and the pulse of determination that echoed around its base. This grand edifice is a testament not merely to architectural prowess, but to the dreams of my ancestors and their relentless pursuit of something greater than themselves. The way the moonlight reveals the fine details, while casting others into darkness, makes me ponder the balance of knowledge and mystery. There is something beautifully paradoxical in the way light and shadow coexist upon its surface. And I find myself stirred by this metaphor for life itself, the interplay between the known and the enigmatic. I lean back slightly, resting against the cool, stone surface beneath me, the firm embrace grounding me in this moment. It is a reminder of the pyramid's ancient, timeless presence. I close my eyes for a moment and can almost hear the echoes of the past, muffled words mingling with the sigh of the wind. It feels like the very ground breathes beneath me, as if the earth is alive with memories, cradling the whispers of those who came before. The texture of the stone is rough yet familiar under the thin fabric of my garment. I can feel the grains beneath my fingertips as I trace random patterns etched by time, tiny dents, worn edges, marks left behind by countless hands. Each contour tells a story, and I relish the connection I share with these remnants of human endeavor. They are tangible histories, solid and real, grounding me in a world that often feels elusive and fleeting. With each gentle caress, I imagine the myriad of lives that have intertwined with these stones, our shared existence weaving an eternal tapestry. Bathed in the glow of the moonlight, the landscape reveals itself in shades of silver and charcoal, the shadows dancing like specters in their own quiet symphony. As I sit, I allow my senses to become attuned to the night. The air is crisp and cool against my skin, an invigorating balm that harmonizes with the warmth still lingering in the stones. There's a smell here too, something unique to this place. The earth holds a scent, a blend of limestone's mineral richness mingled with the fragrance of night-blooming flora that sigh beneath the moon's gaze. I take a deep breath, allowing it to seep into my very being, wrapping around me like an old, comforting blanket. Moments linger as I sit in this timeless place, contemplating the shadows enveloping the pyramid. They conceal countless secrets and ancient wisdom. I wonder about those who have knelt before the stones, their hearts laid bare, their hopes whispered into the night. What dreams did they share with the world? What burdens did they carry? I breathe deeply again, the air tasting slightly sweet as it tangles with the fragrance of the damp earth, reassured that their stories live on, trapped within the stones like echoes reverberating in a vast chamber. This darkened expanse is a world of paradox. Here, in the heart of the night, silence is woven with the soft sound of existence. The distant calls of night creatures rise and fall like gentle waves against the shore of reality. The soft rustling of the palm fronds is a lullaby, the desert wind weaving through each leaf, whispering secrets only the night can know. A distant owl hoots, its call punctuating the dark, a gentle reminder of life unfolding amidst the shadows. The stars above shimmer like a great scattering of diamonds, each one a tiny flicker of a life lived, hopes cast into the cosmos. In this quiet cocoon, I allow my mind to meander back to the day, where life thrummed with activity and purpose, kulkim with kahola balagorio, refusia jalaborko, workers laboring, muscles straining, sweat mingling with dust as they carved the future from the very earth itself. Those moments feel like a different lifetime. I can still hear the echoes in my mind, the rhythmic push and pulse of bodies toiling together, creating not just a monument, but a legacy set against the sands of time. Each chant, each grunt, each breath was interwoven, a symphony resounding through the air that filled me with a sense of unity and pride, a part of something monumental, something eternal. Yet now, it is different. The pyramid looms above, and the silence wraps around me like a protective veil, cradling me within its depths. I lean my head back against the cool stone, surrendering to the weight of the moment, finding solace within the embrace of history. The night carries a wisdom unspoken, imbuing me with a sense of belonging. Even as a solitary guard beneath the celestial blanket, I am part of this ancient narrative. The wind tugs softly at my garments, a gentle presence enveloping me once more. I lift my face toward the sky, allowing the night breeze to dance across my skin, each caress a reminder that I am alive, that I am held here under the cosmos, under the watchful gaze of the stars. There is serenity in this stillness, a gentle invitation to surrender to the ebb and flow of existence. Time stretches beyond what I perceive, an infinite expanse gathered in this moment where history and dreams intertwine seamlessly. I allow my thoughts to drift freely on the soft currents of the night, carrying me from memories of the order of the day to reflections of purpose and meaning. That essence of life flows through me, urging me to consider the role I play in the continuum of creation. The simplicity of my task, to watch, to guard, becomes profound in this quietude. I am but a steward of stories, an observer of dreams that nestle within the stones, waiting patiently to be passed down like whispers caught in the wind. As I sit beneath the indigo sky, full of serene contemplation, I marvel once more at the opacity of the pyramid. It stands like a guardian of light and shadow, a pillar connecting the realms of the past with those yet to be lived. The moon reclaims its rightful place in the heavens, casting a softer glow as the clouds wane away into the ether. Little by little, I find my breath syncopating with the rhythm of the night, each inhale drawing in the essence of dreams long held, and each exhale offering gratitude for the moment suspended in eternity. Here, I find grounding beneath the vast arch of the sky and the stalwart presence of the pyramid, resting lightly upon the stones that cradle my body and my hopes. With the gentle hum of life resonating around me, I close my eyes, surrender to the embrace of the night, and succumb to the wisdom of stillness, allowing sleep to wash over me like the soft waves of sand folding into the sea of time. The stillness of the night deepens around me, wrapping its cool, gentle embrace over my shoulders as I sit here, a quiet observer beneath the shifting expanse of the star-studded sky. The sounds of the world have softened, as if the very essence of life has hushed to a whisper, allowing me to delve deeper into the recesses of my memories. It is here, in this sacred silence, that I can almost feel the pulse of the past thrumming through the earth beneath me. Each breath taken is a rhythm in the stillness, a beat echoing the life that once danced vibrantly around the great pyramid that dominates my gaze. In my mind's eye, I am transported back to those vibrant days, under a relentless sun. Oh, how different the world felt then. The air was thick with the earthy aroma of sun-baked sand, and the distant scent of fresh-cut limestone, a smell that ignited a certain pride within me. Each inhalation was laced with the energy of creation, a heady cocktail of sweat, labor, and determination. The sun beat down fiercely, wrapping its warmth around our shoulders, a heavy but familiar weight, as we crafted something monumental together, something far greater than ourselves. I can hear it now, the orchestra of sounds that accompanied our daily toil, the resonant thuds of chiseling tools striking stone, each one a promise made in sweat and grit, the hypnotic chant of the workers, their voices rising and falling in a rhythmic harmony that melded seamlessly with the pulse of the earth. This harmony wrapped around us, pushing us forward, lending strength to our weary bones. We were not just men, we were a symphony born of purpose and ambition, weaving our individual strains into the grand opus of history. I largen what Sadshi had to bang. It is referred to in Hill narrative these amethysts and Shen that gross the fire to respected by teaking. I recall the gritty texture of the stones beneath my fingertips as I worked alongside my fellow builders. The coarse surfaces bore witness to our struggles, each scratch and mark an echo of our efforts. I remember the sensation of my hands roughening, calluses forming from the steady grip on ropes, the interplay of strength and weariness coursing through my muscles. The ropes would slip through my fingers like live serpents, taut with the collective energy of a dozen men pulling in concert. Each tug felt sacred, a prayer of unity, a visceral connection to the past, present, and the bright possibility of the future. Within that bustling cacophony, there was an intimacy shared among us, a bond forged in hardship. I can almost feel the warmth of the sun on my back now, piercing my skin in a tender reminder of those long hours spent working tirelessly. The laughter, the songs that rose in spontaneous bursts of joy. Those moments were diamonds amidst the grueling labor, glistening briefly before we returned to the divinely laborious task at hand. I remember swapping stories during breaks, our then empty stomachs occasionally shared grain or fruit, our exchanges rendering the heavy labor lighter, imbued with spirit. Perhaps one of the most vivid memories resides in the pungent aroma of freshly cut stone. It nestled into my bones, almost like a second skin. The dust would dance in the sunlight like tiny sparkling stars before settling upon our sweat-drenched backs. How curious it is to think that every grain of that limestone housed a tiny part of our collective spirit, each fragment a note in the symphony of our unwavering efforts. I could still taste the grit on my lips, the lingering tang a testament to our devotion to the vision of the pyramids. And here I sit now, beneath the tranquil night that blankets the desert, the past gradually fading into a dreamlike haze, the sounds and sights made ethereal in the stillness of the evening. The laughter, the shouts of encouragement, the echo of hammers striking stone, all have become whispers now, softening like distant memories, fading into the enfolding arms of the night. My heart aches slightly for those moments, yet there is solace in knowing that they formed the very fabric of this monumental structure, and thus, a part of me will echo through the ages, entwined with the stones that loom above me. I lean back against the cool solid block beneath me, and close my eyes. I can almost feel the gentle warmth of my comrades beside me, their sturdy presence nonetheless felt in the air surrounding me. The wind rustles softly through the great expanse of the desert, as if attempting to join me in contemplation, whispering secrets of the ages. Within these soft sighs of the night, I reconnect deeply with the stories woven into the fabric of this monumental landscape, the fables of the workers and dreamers who dared to touch the sky with stone and spirit. In the quietude, I find my heart and mind intertwined with the memories of those sunlit days. I realize that each heartbeat within my chest pulses with echoes of their lives, their hopes and dreams, palpable and vibrant, still reverberating through the stones and sands of Giza. This sanctuary of silence cradles me, allowing me to linger on the threshold between past and present, urging me to reflect on the weight of history that lies upon my shoulders as a guardian of this magnificent creation. The night air cools against my skin, a reminder that time is both fleeting and eternal. I breathe deeply, allowing the calm of the desert to wash over me, each inhalation filling my lungs with dreams and aspirations carried on the gentle winds, a comforting reminder that our efforts were not in vain. I find comfort in knowing that the stones themselves bear witness to our labor, that beneath the moonlit gaze of the heavens, our essence coexists with the Great Pyramid as it reaches for eternity. As I sit here with my thoughts, a soft breeze caresses my face, brushing through my hair like a tender lover's whisper. The serenity of the night invokes a profound reflection, a doorway to the soul's quiet corners where memories flourish and rest. I observe the dancing shadows cast by the moon upon the pyramid, contemplating the delicate balance of existence, emphasized through the gentle play of light and darkness. It reminds me that knowledge too is complex, it finds its home in both clarity and obscurity. I can feel my heart synchronize with the gentle thrum of the universe as I open my eyes once more. The stars have become fierce companions, illuminating the night with their ancient light, sending shimmering messages that weave through my spirit. Time might recede, but it carries me forward through the vast chronicles of life lived and loved. I find myself calm in this moment, drawn into the tapestry of existence where the past, present, and future converge. In this haven of contemplation, I gather the memories like treasures scattered upon the desert floor, each one imbued with the fragrance of time, rich, enduring, and ripe with the fullness of life. Here, beneath the gaze of the silent pyramid, I am anchored firmly in my purpose, to guard not just stone, but the dreams, hopes, and prayers that have shaped our shared history. I feel this gentle unveiling of the soul, continually reminding me that I am but a humble keeper of stories set in the granite silence of the Great Pyramid, destined to resonate through the ages. This moment stretches infinitely, blending tranquility with reflection, binding me to both the echoes of the past and the whispers of the present. I find joy in the gentle passage of time, nestled into the heart of this ancient landscape, beneath the watchful eye of the moon, a guardian of both stone and spirit, where each breath renews my connection to the dreams that reside within and beyond. As I settle into this tranquil moment, my thoughts weave seamlessly into the tapestry of memories. The image of my hands grasping the coarse, fibrous ropes swims into focus, the sensation even now igniting a familiar warmth within me. I could close my eyes and transport myself back to those sun-drenched days when the light poured down from above, golden and relentless, kissing the earth while we toiled in unison. The touch of the rope was reassuring. I can still conjure the sense of strength it conveyed, taut and alive beneath my fingers, pulsing with the energy of our shared purpose. It was not simply a matter of laboring under the sun, not just a series of long hours pulling on fibers woven together by our communal spirit. No, it was something deeper, a lyrical dance of bodies in sync, voices raised with rhythmic chants that rose and fell against the backdrop of the Giza Plateau. The grunts of my fellow workers echoed like a heartbeat against the sandstone and limestone, a symphony composed under the vast sky, punctuated by the sound of shuffling feet and the rustle of fabric as we moved as one. Each breath we took felt interconnected, synchronized in the universal pulse of our endeavor. My heart opens to these memories. I can almost hear the chants filling the air, a haunting melody of hope mingling with the relentless sound of stone against stone. Waves of determination washed over us as we stood side by side, together weaving a masterpiece that would be revered for millennia. With every pull of the rope, I could feel the collective aspiration of our people resonating through the soil, drinking in the energy of our efforts, a silent pact of strength forged through sweat and labor. The limestone dust danced in the air around us, a gentle reminder of what we were creating, a reminder that we were more than mere laborers, but sculptors of a future encased within the body of the earth. Each inhalation that filled my lungs with the sharp, dusty scent of cut stone reminded me of our sacred mission. I feel the grit settling deep within me, and I understand each grain of dust ferried across the warm breeze was a shard of our essence, joining together in this grand endeavor. This very dust was a mosaic of our spirit, the shared laughter and toil of men and their families, woven into the fabric of time. As I sit here now, beneath the watchful gaze of the stars, I reflect on the simplicity and profundity of such moments. Our voices had once harmonized with the whispers of the desert around us, creating a soundscape punctuated by the rustle of palm fronds, the scuttle of lizards, and the distant murmur of the Nile's embrace. The atmosphere was heavy with camaraderie, warm laughter weaving through our breaks, and stories shared under the sweltering sun, igniting small fires of friendship that flared and died gently like the fading light of day. I remember, all too well, the weariness that would settle into my bones as the day drew to a close, but it was the kind of exhaustion filled with purpose, the kind that comes when you know you are part of something so much larger than yourself. The pride that welled in my chest, swelling like the tide, was almost palpable as we packed away the tools, the day's labor laid bare before us, a testament to the countless hands weaving history. And yet, as I indulge in these reflections, the silence wraps around me once more, pushing gently against my thoughts and calling me to the present. Sitting upon this stone block, I can almost feel my body swaying gently in rhythm with the heartbeat of the night. Here, there is no task to complete, no burdens weighing heavy upon my back. Instead, there is a profound intimacy with the land and a quiet acceptance of the stories that linger in the shadows, waiting to be told. The moon hangs high, its silver glow spilling over the edges of the pyramid, illuminating the rugged face of stone, casting gentle shadows like whispers against the desolate earth. I watch as the light dances across the pyramid's surface, and I think of the laborers who once stood where I do now, their hands yearning to etch their legacy into the very fabric of these sacred stones. I feel their spirits, the weight of their dreams suspended in the air, echoing softly against the walls of history. As the wind stirs, I can almost hear their voices rising again, caught within the tendrils of the evening breeze, infused with the weight of time and purpose. There is an echo of their laughter, mingled with the satisfaction of a job well done. I allow their memories to wash over me like a soothing balm, caressing my soul, filling me with an energy that transcends time. Time passes gently, and the whispers of the night tease at the corners of my mind, the soft crackle of a distant campfire, laughter lingering in the air, old stories bubbling to the surface, lost but not forgotten. Each flicker of light paints ghostly images against the pyramids, illuminating the lives once lived beneath its steadfast presence. I nestle deeper into my seat upon the stone block, a comforting solidity rooted in reality, and meditative peace washes over me, pulsating in the rhythm of the gentle night breeze. I breathe in, inhaling the salty metallic musk of the earth mingled with the crisp scent of distant water, a reminder of the river Nile tracing its winding path beyond the horizon. Each breath fills my lungs with memories of laughter, toil, and an inheritance of strength carefully crafted over generations. The essence of the limestone rests heavily in the air, a rich patina of time, a tapestry woven and layered, each piece resting cherished amongst the next. As I wrap my memories around me, like a soft tattered shawl, I allow myself the pleasure of drifting deeper into this state of contemplation. I become a vessel, a mere observer in the continuation of a narrative as old as the desert itself. My heart echoes, a murmur of gratitude for moments spent beneath this vast canopy, where dreams converge with reality, suspended beneath the silent arch of the heavens. It is here within this sanctuary shaped by sand and stone that I acknowledge the delicate balance of existence, humanity's irrevocable bond with the earth. I know now that the pyramid, this great ancient structure, stands not merely as a testament to the labor it took to build, but as a mirror reflecting the brightness of our spirit, the very soul of those who came before. Each grain of dust, every drop of sweat has intertwined with the stones we shaped and separated, enveloped in the embrace of the boundless desert. With deliberate calm, I bring my attention back to the present moment, to this quiet solitude bathed in moonlight. I sit, cradled by history, a solitary guardian among the stones, dreaming within the vastness of the infinite sky. In this stillness, I find my connection, an understanding that stretches far beyond time, a reminder that I am Kenamun, a keeper of legacies woven sacredly within the tapestry of our existence, anchored in the night, beneath the stars. But now, as I sit beneath the starlit sky, the bustling day feels like a distant echo, rapidly fading. The vibrant cacophony of labor, laughter, and the coarse calls of workers has dissipated, leaving behind the serene embrace of the desert night. The air is still, yet alive, filled with an indescribable energy that whispers secrets of eternity. I close my eyes for a moment, breathing deeply, allowing the coolness of the evening air to fill my lungs, washing away remnants of the sun-baked hours. I inhale deeply, letting the essence of the desert cleanse my spirit, erasing traces of the day. My mind drifts to thoughts of the workers, their faces illuminated by the sun, laughter ringing like a chorus, their lives entwined in the labor of creation. I remember the sound of their voices mingling with the commands of foremen, the chorus of breaths and body movements synchronizing like a finely tuned instrument, crafting something eternal from the very stone that surrounds me now. In the depths of night, however, all of that feels but a figment of yesterday, serene yet distant, a soft memory fading into a quiet permanence. In time, here beneath the cosmic canopy, seems to stretch like the shadows cast by the pyramid itself. Each moment unfurls with a languid grace, and within this tapestry of stillness, I find solace, a gentle melody playing softly in the background of my consciousness. The desert night hushes all unsung songs and memories, cocooning me in a palpable stillness, a soothing balm for the soul. As I gaze upward, my thoughts drift like the elevated clouds passing lazily above, wisps trailing across the firmament. The stars glimmer with stories waiting to be told, ancient messages carried from millennia past, woven into the very fabric of existence. The brilliance of the night sky, with its shining constellations, feels like the breath of ancestors long gone, their essence lingering in laughter, strife, and love. It serves as a reminder that life extends beyond the physical world. It is circular, and each moment, even those that seem mundane, are imprinted on the cosmos. I gently run my fingers along the cool stone at my side, feeling the rough texture beneath my touch, the way it tells tales of sun and sand, of the hands that carved this great endeavor from the earth. Each groove and serration feels like a whisper, careful histories etched in permanence. As my fingers glide across the surface, I feel the warmth from the warmth of the sun still ingrained. A reminder that, despite the darkness, light endures. A faint rustle pulls me from my reverie. I turn my head slightly, straining to listen as the gentle rhythm of nocturnal life surrounds me. The soft flutter of wings, the hushed sounds of creatures scuttling in the brush, the distant call of a night bird punctuating the stillness, null fauna, all contribute to the ethereal soundtrack of the desert night. Even the rocks seem to hum a soothing lullaby, each crack and fissure bearing witness to the echoes of ages. The tranquil beauty of the night unfurls in my heart, filling me with a deep sense of belonging. Here, under the watchful gaze of the stars, I contemplate the dreams and aspirations of my people, half-whispered hopes carried on the wind. Each tiny sparkle above serves as a reminder of the stories untold, of the lives lived and lost in pursuit of something greater than themselves, a madagas afuji, a legacy crafted through struggle, a monument rising defiantly against the shifting sands of time. I take another deep breath, and feel the cool moisture of the air, refreshing and invigorating. The desert, though harsh, possesses a beauty all its own, a raw authenticity that is both grounding and enchanting. I can taste the night on my lips and its nest, a mingling of earthiness, the sweetness of life yet to bloom, and the spice of distant dreams. It is a flavor that feels both familiar and unknown, an echo of other nights spent in thoughtful communion with the universe. I allow myself to be enveloped by the stillness, my thoughts easing into the simplicity of this moment. The solitude is not an emptiness but a fullness. It carries the weight of unspoken connections. I feel the pulse of life resonating in my chest, as if my heart were sculpted from the same materials that formed the pyramids, imbued with the very essence of creation itself. Time ebbs and flows like the quiet tide of night. It holds my gaze steady upon the luminous sphere of the moon, illuminating the edges of dreams, a cautious reminder that they are never entirely out of reach. How poignant it is to appreciate the moment, to simply exist within the grandeur of nature, beneath an archway of stars. I close my eyes once more, focusing solely on the sounds that sway around me. The wind, ever so softly teasing the earth, carrying whispers of ancient tales, and the gentle ebb of my breath, synchronizing with the rhythms of the universe. The night draws me closer to my essence, stripping away the burdens of the day, allowing me to be merely Kenemon, a guard among the stones, bathing in the night's soft lull. In this quiet sanctuary, I find my heart beating in tune with the infinity above, the cool night air cradling me gently, safeguarding my thoughts, like treasured secrets waiting to be recounted. At this hour, under the resplendent expanse of stars, I am reminded that despite the passing fleeting hours, I remain integral to a greater narrative, one tethered to the dreams of my people, a testament to hope, and the silent promise of eternity. Thus, as I let the tranquility wash over me, I know that I am but a single thread in this endless tapestry, connected to the dreams that soar among the stars, and whispered through the winds of time. In this boundless moment, cradled by the night, I surrender my thoughts to the embrace of peaceful contemplation, becoming part of the night sky, a guardian of dreams, beneath constellations that promise endless possibilities. Time seems to stand still beneath this vast expanse, where each moment unfurls slowly, as if echoing the ancient beliefs of my people echoing through the ages. I sit here, nestled upon this cool stone block, my back pressed lightly against the aged surface of the pyramid, each grind of the stone reverberating within me, like a heartbeat echoing through the eons. I take a moment to breathe deeply, inhaling the fragrant air that dances lazily around me, laced with hints of cedar and spice, remnants of fires from far-off camps, and the faint perfume of the desert flowers that bloom daringly under the moonlight. The stars above twinkle cheerfully, glinting like shards of glass scattered across a dark velvet cloth. They seem infinite, whispering secrets of creation, while the cool desert wind teases my hair. I lean my head back to gaze upward, letting my eyes drink in the celestial spectacle. The ribbons of clouds drift by languidly, illuminated softly by the moon's gentle glow, like delicate brushes painting the midnight sky. I can't help but think how their ease mirrors the weightlessness of my own thoughts as they float by, scattering like the memories I carry within me. In this moment of solitude, the world wraps around me like a soft cocoon, shielding me from the frenetic energy of the day. I can hear the whisper of the sand beneath my feet, subtle and calming, hinting at the deep wisdom buried within the earth. It is as if the entirety of creation pauses, leaning in, listening to the rhythm of the universe beating in time with my heart. I marvel at this stillness, which feels both heavy and light, the kind of stillness that could cradle a dream until it is ready to be set free, yet also holds the weight of millennia of existence, strung together like pearls on a delicate thread. The enormity of the pyramid looms before me, not merely as a construct of stone and labor but as a testament to human passion and dedication. As the moonlight bathes its rugged edges, they shimmer slightly, reminiscent of whispers exchanged amongst the spirits of our ancestors, and I find solace in its steadfast presence. It anchors me to a place that is not only geographical but also deeply spiritual. I am but a small fragment in the infinite story of this sacred land, yet I feel a mixture of pride and reverence swell within me as I consider the myriad hopes carved into the mighty blocks that have withstood the test of time. Thoughts drift like the ribbons of clouds overhead, weaving together stories of those who have come before me, voices rising and falling like distant echoes carried over the sands. I think of the builders, their hands roughened and marked by toil, whose aspirations resided within each meticulously placed stone. I close my eyes, and in the darkness, I find their spirits, the laughter, the conversation, the vibrancy of life ringing through the air that is now so charged with silence. Their stories are my stories, dreams entwined with mine, just as the roots of the palm trees stretch long and deep into the fertile earth, seeking sustenance and strength. In this quietude, I feel the pulse of the night, a gentle thrum resonating through the desert dunes. It is the very essence of life itself, a reminder that we are never truly alone. Each rustle of a leaf or the soft flutter of a feathered wing sends ripples of tranquility through my being, lulling me into a reverie that dances on the edge of wakefulness and sleep. I allow my mind to drift, like the persistent waves of the Nile, guided by the currents that have shaped both time and memory. A sense of belonging washes over me, reminding me that I am part of a larger tapestry, woven together by the hopes and dreams of my kin. The wind continues its gentle serenade, whispering through the vastness, carrying stories of courage and resilience, love and loss, that have been inscribed into the very fabric of this land. I can imagine a time when our ancestors gathered beneath this expanse, sharing tales of triumph, gazing up at these same stars, seeking guidance amid the brilliant constellations. How comforting it must have felt to find solace in one another, to share in the simple joy of being. I open my eyes once more, the vastness drawing me in like a lover's embrace. The pyramid seems to sway beneath the weight of its own history, and I am but one thread, woven into this grand design. I sense my place in the larger rhythm of existence, each breath synchronizing with the world around me. In this vast desert, a landscape of both desolation and beauty, I am reminded of the balance of light and shadow, how the moon reveals certain things, while allowing others to remain hidden in mystery. As I sit in this tranquil space, I reach out my hand, fingers brushing against the coarse limestone, the cool surface grounding me in the present moment. I close my eyes again, allowing my other senses to awaken. The fragrant undertones of damp earth mingle with the arid wind, creating a heady aroma that stirs something deep within, an ancient memory rising to the surface. A gentle hush settles upon the land, and for a fleeting moment, I feel the pulse of the desert synchronizing with my own. Softly, I can hear the nocturnal creatures tireless in their nighttime quests. The distant croak of a frog mingles with the chirp of crickets, forming a soft symphony that coaxes my thoughts into a quiet lull. Memories of laughter and light from sunlit days drift away, replaced by this soothing symphony, reminding me gently that the day's fervor has given way to the stillness of night. In this sacred space it becomes so clear that we are all interconnected, each of us merely a moment held within the eternal embrace of time. The dreams and aspirations of my people clawing for breath, yearning to be unbound from the stone, rise within me, filling my heart with warmth and purpose. A quiet determination dwells in the depths of my being, a recognition that my role as guardian is not merely one of vigilance, but instead, a commitment to the aspirations that dwell within these stones. As I sit here, beneath the serene canopy of glimmering stars, I find comfort in knowing that I carry their legacy forward, a whisper of their dreams propelling me into the quiet night. I am Kinemon, destined to be a caretaker of this humanity embraced by the cosmos. In the silence of this moment, cradled by the pyramid and the night sky, I am at peace, ready to usher in the stories that lay waiting to be discovered, both my own and those of countless souls who came before me. This sacred land holds our tales, and here, under this vast expanse, I am home. As I breathe in deeply, the cool air fills my lungs, and I find solace in its embrace, a quiet reminder that I am alive in this tranquil expanse. The desert stretches endlessly before me, a canvas softly painted under the luminous glow of the moon. Each star twinkling above is a testament to the forgotten dreams and whispered hopes of countless souls. The delicate dance of shadows envelops me in a soft cocoon, while the world slumbers, allowing my thoughts to drift unfettered, like the gentle caress of the night wind. In this stillness, the leaves rustle softly, and I focus on the soft whispers of the earth as they unfurl around me like a loving shroud. The sound is a light murmur, a gentle rustling that brushes against the silence, like distant echoes of conversations held long ago among the trees and desert flora. I can almost see the delicate silhouettes of palms swaying, their movements graceful and inviting, swaying to a rhythm only they can hear. The wind carries their breath towards me, lacing the air with the faint traces of their organic perfume. The sweet scent of mesquite and earth mingles, conjuring comforting memories of sun-drenched days. There is something soothing about the night. It feels sacred, each moment a treasure wrapped in fragile stillness. The cool stones beneath me cradle the weight of my gaze, and with a soft sigh, I lean back, allowing the firm support of this ancient sentinel to envelop my back. Against the stone, I can enkindle a sense of gratitude, reverence for the craftsmanship and labor that births such a magnificence, while all around me the world drips with the calm of the night. I close my eyes for a moment, relishing the softness of the dark, the profound quiet that envelops me. In this near silence, my senses seem to sharpen, allowing me to hear the faintest sounds, ones that might otherwise blend into the background. A soft rustle, the nocturnal creatures stirring, their whispers entwined with the sighing wind. I imagine a small creature, a hare perhaps, pushing through the underbrush, leaving brief imprints of life within the boundless desert. The flutter of wings above captures my attention next, each ethereal movement akin to verses of a poem. An owl perhaps, gliding silently through the night as it searches for sustenance, embodying the exquisite balance of predation and survival. The harmony of life that surrounds me becomes a soothing balm, and my heartbeat finds its rhythm within the symphony of night. I can feel the soft energy of the desert beneath me, the pulse of the earth echoing in tune with the thrumming of my soul. The soft scent of heated stone mingled with cool earth seeps into my awareness as I rest my palms flat against the surface, grounded in the world beneath. The textures tell stories, the warmth a reminder of the sun that has long since departed, yet remains imprinted in every crevice. I run my fingers along the grain of the stone, tracing the rugged edges, feeling the ancient wisdom etched into every contour. This sacred time, this moment suspended in eternity, invites me to reflect. I think of the animals that inhabit this vast desert, and the stars that twinkle above, bathed in the warmth of borrowed light from a distant sun. If the stones could speak, what wisdom might they share? What tales of the past and future are held tightly within their embrace? There is a profound sense of continuity here, a union of the living and the eternal. The cosmos, all vast and unfathomable, stretches above me, cradling me in its tender gaze, unifying the stories of the past with my whispering present. Amidst this warm intimacy, my mind dances back to the tales shared by the fire at the end of the day, the lyrical words of my fellow guards woven into the fabric of my thoughts, friends and comrades sitting cross-legged upon the bare sand, sharing laughter as the embers glowed like miniature stars. Oh, how I miss those moments. The quiet solidarity among us spun a tapestry of unspoken understanding. We come and go, watch and listen, adding our voices to the quiet murmur of history. Outside the recall of our laughter, I can hear the isolation of the vastness, the gentle shift in the sand, the unmistakable peace residing in every breeze. It encourages contemplation while softly reminding me of the beauty of existence. I remember tales of creation, of moments when the gods walked among men, of the coalescence of the world from chaos to order, all shaped and molded by divine hands, casting forth the blueprint of life. Those moments, however ephemeral, linger in my spirit like morning dew resting upon a blade of grass. The stories of the past continue to weave their magic, enveloping me in whispers only I can fully grasp. As the hours pass gently, I cast a lingering gaze upon the serene outline of the Great Pyramid. Its presence emanates an aura of artistry, precise yet imbued with an ineffable grace. Each block stands steadfast beneath the moonlight, shadows dancing along the ancient stones, revealing veins of wisdom etched over centuries. This monolith, this guardian of time, houses the ambitions and dreams of countless generations, sharing its silent language with those who choose to listen. I find that even amidst the quietude, it speaks volumes, inviting my heart to embrace its resonance. I can almost hear the murmurs of generations past whispering through the grains of sand that surround me, the harrowing toil and triumph, their sweat born from importance, determination rising like an ever-present prayer in the desert skies. As I dwell upon their legacy, I feel that my humble role is not merely that of a watchman but as a protector of these stories, the keeper of dreams twinkling in the vastness above. Though time may wash away the faces of those who came before, their essence remains woven within the fabric of this land, and the tales remain alive within my heart as well. With each breath I sink deeper into the soft embrace of this reflective stillness, as the stars sharpen in focus above, igniting a series of dreams within me like a collection of twinkling candles begging to be released into the universe. The moon too smiles down, a benevolent figure, illuminating my heart with a tender light, inviting me to contemplate my purpose and my connection to this sacred land, a living, pulsating tapestry of life intertwining through the ages. As I listen more intently now, I come to realize that the whispers of the night are boundless. They fill the air not only with the voices of creatures stirring in the shadows but also with the promise of hope. My solitude dissolves, transforming it instead into a shared communion with everything around me, the winds, the stars, the earth beneath my feet, all united in an eternal waltz that carries us through the celestial dance of existence. In this serene moment, I dwell deeply within myself, grateful to simply exist in this sacred space, cradled in the familiar rhythm of the desert, as nature's breath weaves around me, gently reminding me of the balance of life and the interconnectedness of all things. And as I recline against the stone, surrendering to the calm of the night, I find myself drifting into a reverie, a quiet dreamscape, with visions of starlit stories and sacred histories unfurling before me like petals of a blossoming night-blooming flower, each narrative more beautiful and profound than the last. Here in the cradle of Giza, as the moonlight glistens like a lover's touch upon the stones, I rest in the knowledge that every heartbeat, every whisper of the wind, is an invitation to embrace the mysterious tapestry of existence. And in this interplay of life and dreams, I learn not merely to guard but to cherish. I learn to become part of the great, boundless story of life itself. The desert landscape shifts subtly, shades of silver and deep blue intermingling, creating a hallowed canvas upon which the world is painted in whispers and hushed tones. As I perch comfortably on my cool stone block, the gentle undulations of the earth seem to resonate with a breath of life that is uniquely tied to this ancient land. Each moment that passes feels like a precious offering, a silent prayer cradled in the expansive atmosphere that envelops me, asking for protection, gratitude, and perhaps a touch of wisdom. The colors of the night settle over me, casting a soothing veil of calm. The cool blues and silver hues blend seamlessly into each other, as if the gods themselves were deliberating the artistry of the heavens. The stars glitter above, tiny candles lighting the firmament, and I find solace in their myriad forms, like the thoughts that flit through my mind, scattered yet interconnected threads of memory and contemplation. With this exquisite serenity surrounding me, I savor the gentle rhythm of my heartbeat, a soft percussion keeping time against the stillness of the night. It taps against my ribcage like the distant footsteps of long-gone travelers echoing down the corridors of history. I close my eyes for a brief moment and immerse myself in the sounds that swirl around me, the gentle caress of the night air cradling my senses. The wind brushes softly against my skin, a cool breath that carries with it the sweet scent of the desert, imbued with the fragrances of damp earth and stone, mingled with the faint hint of sage and stars. Each inhalation brings forth the essence of the land and the stories it holds, while each exhalation echoes my bond with this timeless expanse. The wind, seemingly alive, dances through the air like an enigmatic spirit, swirling past the revered stones of the pyramid, and I can almost hear the whispers of my ancestors carried within its quiet flow. The distant calls of nocturnal creatures punctuate the silence, their soft cries a reminder that life persists even in the stillness. Perhaps it is the haunting call of a desert fox, or the fluttering wings of an unseen owl gliding overhead. Each sound reverberates in my chest, resonating with a harmony that unites me with the very pulse of the earth. I can feel the gentle thrum of life surrounding me as these creatures move through the shadows, purposeful and free in their nocturnal domain. As I sit there, enveloped by the night, I can almost feel the deliberate heartbeat of the land beneath me. The stones, ancient and wise, cradle stories within them, a saga of trials, triumphs, and the dreams of countless souls who have walked upon this sacred ground. Every whisper of the wind is a reminder that I am but one thread in a grand tapestry, woven together with the aspirations of my people, with their fears, their hopes, and their insatiable yearning for understanding. And so, I listen. I listen intently to the soft murmurs of the earth embracing the stars, those sentinels of light that have silently watched over us for millennia. It comforts me to think of their permanence, of how they witness time slipping through our fingers yet remain unfazed by its swift passage. In their steady glow I find reassurance, an anchor in the unending current of existence. Each star seems to reflect a wish unmade, a dream yet to be realized, and I am drawn to their mysteries, humbled by the vastness that unfolds before me. I take a deep, slow breath, allowing the cool desert air to fill my lungs, and I acknowledge the weight of intention resting in this sacred moment. It passes through me like an undulating wave, rippling softly through my very essence, shushing the chaos of thought, the worries of the day. Here, seated beneath the celestial expanse, there is no urgency. Time becomes pliable, stretching to accommodate the richness of the night. Out here, in this expanse, the concept of hours dissipates into a gentle swirl of existence. As I open my eyes again, gazing into the infinity of the night sky, I realize each star above carries a silent story, waiting patiently for someone to listen. I am content to be that listener, feeling their luminescence seep into my thoughts, illuminating fragments of my own narrative. Memories flutter through my mind like leaves rustling in a breeze. Moments of labor and laughter among the stoneworkers, the sound of voices mingling in camaraderie, the taste of shared bread and the sweetness of dreams, spoken under a sun that seemed eternal. The memory of sunlight brings forth a longing for warmth that contrasts sharply with the coolness of the night. The sun, a golden orb rising over the horizon, bestowing its light upon the landscape, seems so distant now. Those days of vitality and action feel like gentle waves receding from the shore of memory, the echoes of laughter and toil fading softly into the ether. And yet, in their absence, I feel an even deeper appreciation for this stillness, this moment suspended between breaths. In the hush of the desert night, I let my thoughts wander, gliding across the surface of this hallowed ground. There is a stillness that weaves itself through the air, granting clarity, a quiet space to reflect upon the journeys yet to be taken, and the choices that lay before me. I am but a humble guardian of stone, and though the weight of destiny feels compelling, I find peace in acknowledging the mysteries of time and presence. Each grain of sand beneath me seems to pulse with purpose, a reminder of life's unassuming beauty and profound intricacy. I feel the cool earth cradling my body, forming a gentle bed to rest my thoughts against, and I lean deeper into its embrace. The scents of the desert swirl in the air, mingling with the coolness of the evening, weaving a tapestry of memories and connections that seem to transcend time itself. As the night deepens, I allow my gaze to drift back to the pyramid, its majestic form a constant companion in this sacred communion. The moonlight dances upon its stone surface, creating a silvery sheen that mirrors the starlit sky. The darkness that envelops it seems alive, holding the weight of ancient secrets and promises, breathing them softly into the cosmos. I can almost hear the wisdom of the stones, the quiet assurances whispered by generations past, beckoning me into a deeper understanding of my place within this eternal enigma. And there, beneath the vast expanse of the night sky, I reaffirm my commitment to be a steward of this land, to protect the dreams etched within the stone, to guard not just the physical form of the pyramid, but the very essence of what it stands for: hope, strength, and the unwavering desire to strive for something greater. I am Kenamon, draped in the mantle of watchfulness, anticipating the stories yet to unfold beneath the watchful gaze of eternity. The night air wraps around me, tenderly, as if cradling the very breath of the universe in its embrace, whispering softly, "Here, in this moment, you are exactly where you are meant to be." Oh, how tranquil it is to be part of something so timeless, as I sit here, enveloped by the quietude of the night, I feel the whispers of history brushing against my skin, each breeze a gentle reminder of the lives that have tread upon this dust. I think of the countless feet that have traversed these ancient stones, each imprint a fragment of a story left behind. I was a guerra building the remains as with the mornagant. The builders, the dreamers, the ancients forever intertwined with the essence of the pyramids. They are woven into the very fabric of the desert, alongside the shifting patterns of the sands which cradle their secrets like a mother cradles a child. The world out here feels different at night. This realm transforms, bathed in silver moonlight, becoming a tapestry of shadows and light that plays with the edges of my thoughts. It is as if nocturnal creatures emerge from their hiding places, lending their whispers to the soft chorus of night, blending together harmoniously. There's an ethereal quality to the air. The coolness of the night mingles with the warmth still lingering from the sun's farewells. I lean back, my fingers brushing across the weathered surface of the stone block beneath me. The ridges and hollows a testament to time's touch, each groove a visible echo of its long existence. In this sacred cocoon of darkness, memories flutter like moths attracted to a flame, and I find myself pondering the stories yet untold, waiting patiently in the shadows of these monumental stones. What dreams did the builders have for their creation? What hopes did they whisper into the night while working tirelessly beneath the watchful gaze of the sun? Perhaps they too felt the embrace of the moon and listened to the whispers of the wind, as I do now. I feel connected to these long-forgotten souls. My heart pulses in rhythm with their aspirations, their legacies intermingling with my own. I open my eyes again, allowing the calming glow of the moon to fill my sight, as my gaze falls upon the Great Pyramid once more. It towers majestically, its silhouette stark against the canvas of the deep indigo sky, a monumental testament to human resilience and ingenuity. Its shadow stretches across the ground like a guardian's arm, anchoring me in this sacred moment. A moment when the past converges with the present, illuminating my very essence, each carved stone, each meticulous placement a manifestation of the collective dreams and aspirations of my people. It is a symphony of ambition, every note echoing through the centuries, and I, a humble keeper of that legacy. As the winds dance softly around me, carrying the delicate scent of the desert entertainment, the sweet earthy aroma mingled with the coolness of the night, I sink deeper into a reverie. I can almost hear the laughter of children playing in the sands, their joy echoing through time, reminding me that life is a cycle, a continuation of dreams woven into the very fabric in which I stand. It brings me solace to think of their carefree spirits, the innocence of their laughter mingling with the gentle lullabies of the desert night. The faint sounds of nocturnal beings fill the air, a rustle in the underbrush, the soft hoots of an owl perched in the far reaches of a date palm. Every flicker of sound reminds me that this land, seemingly still and silent, is alive with stories waiting to unfold. My heart swells with a gentle gratitude for this moment, for the simplicity of being here, cradled between the heavens and the earth, while time flows like a river undisturbed. Each breath I take blends seamlessly with the soft symphony of the night. I can feel the presence of the past swirling around me, entwining with my own thoughts, each heartbeat a remembrance of the guardians who kept watch before me. There is a hum of energy that shimmers just beneath the surface of this stillness, a gentle thrum that binds me to every stone, every grain of sand. I am a thread in this vast tapestry, woven from the dreams and struggles of those who came before me. Just as they once carried the weight of their aspirations, I now carry their whispers in my heart. My role, albeit humble, feels magnificent in its own right. I reflect on the fact that the pyramid is more than a mere structure. It is a beacon of hope, a reminder that we are all bound by our shared quest for purpose across the ages. The cool night air gently rustles my hair, each strand responding to the soft caress of the desert breeze, inviting me to lean into this moment even further. I close my eyes once more, feeling the pressure of my surroundings melt away, grounding me even deeper into the embrace of this sacred space. I can almost taste the salt of my own tears from the laughter and joy from so long ago. In these quiet moments, surrounded by the vastness of the cosmos, I feel the weight of the world lift slightly from my shoulders, leaving behind only the essence of gratitude. When I eventually open my eyes, the stars are twinkling down upon me, benevolent sentinels scattered across the night sky, as though they've become embroiled in my quiet reflection. Each star seems a tiny glimmer of hope, a reminder of adventures both known and yet to come, each twinkle a pulse within the eternal heartbeat of the universe. I imagine the countless lives beneath their watchful gaze, drawing inspiration and courage beneath their radiant light. Perhaps they too have shared in the dreams of my forebears. Perhaps they have sung lullabies to the lost souls wandering the desert, guiding them home. The stillness of night deepens and wraps around me like a shawl, creating a comforting sanctuary where thoughts may wander freely amongst the constellations. I can't help but feel the connection, not just to the past, but to the generations yet to come. Each heartbeat strengthens my resolve to protect this sacred ground, to honor the history carved here in stone, to nurture the dreams that still linger in the air, waiting for the right moment to take flight. As I breathe in the cool air, I imagine it wrapping around my heart, infusing my spirit with a profound sense of peace and belonging. Though I am but one soul beneath the enormity of the heavens, the stories I hold are vital threads in the grand tapestry of existence. I let these thoughts root deep within me, anchoring me here, in this moment, my heart aligned with the ancient stones, and the universe twinkling back in silent acknowledgement. Here, beneath the moonlit sky, I am Kanemon, an ancient guardian of dreams, cradled in the arms of eternity, embraced by the whispers of the night. Time feels suspended, each moment imbued with the weight of dreams yet unspoken, guiding me into slumber where I shall find the answers, carried by starlight, woven into the fabric of my soul. Here, in this sacred space, I find myself anchored amidst the constellations that speak of hope and eternity. The air is cool and crisp, a balm from the day's heat, wrapping around me like an old friend returning after a long absence. I feel it caress my skin, a tender whisper that carries the fragrance of the desert Kenmoyoka, sun-warmed earth mingling with the sweetness of distant flowering shrubs. Every inhalation fills me with an embracing scent, a reminder of life's resilience and the beauty that persists in this harsh land. The wind wraps around me, brushing through my hair and stirring the loose fabric of my tunic. It speaks to me in an ancient tongue of compassion and understanding. I close my eyes for a moment, surrendering to its gentle embrace, imagining it carrying the dreams and desires of my ancestors, those souls who walked this land long before I took my place in this stillness. I can feel them with me, their whispers blended into the night's symphony, a soothing melody that holds tales of love, sorrow, and unyielding hope. With each breath, I fill my lungs with the serenity of the night, achieving a calm that travels through me like the pulse of the earth beneath my feet. This land, with its rough stones and sweeping sands, has been my companion through countless sunrises and sunsets, and now, under the watchful gaze of the moon, it becomes an even more profound presence. The rhythmic cadence of my heartbeat echoes softly within this quietude, grounding me to my purpose. I allow the stillness to envelop my thoughts, permitting the world to fade away, while time itself seemingly halts, in reverence for the wonders that lie above. As I continue my watch beneath the gentle glow of the moon, which casts silver beams across the pyramid's grand facade, a sense of transcendence flows through me. The tales of my people, Ifriksane, their struggles and triumphs, Seraph, weave through the starry blanket overhead, a connection as tangible as the stone I rest against. I reflect upon the imaginings that linger here, each block of stone telling its own story, holding the hopes of father and son, of unity and unyielding dreams that aspire to transcend the mortal coil and touch the divine. I let my gaze wander skyward, drinking in the celestial canvas that stretches infinitely above me. The stars, innumerable and unfathomable, twinkle brightly against the vast blackness, guiding lost souls as they meander through the mysteries of night. Among them, I find familiar constellations, against the Great Bear, the Scorpion, against my ancient companions that have watched over humanity since the dawn of time. They remind me that though I am but a small figure against the landscape of history, I am part of a grander narrative, one that encompasses the very fabric of existence. It is both humbling and uplifting, a sensation reminiscent of the sun's warmth on a cool morning when the world begins anew. The faint rustle of the desert's nocturnal inhabitants becomes a gentle lullaby, punctuating the serene silence with soft notes. I hear the chorus of crickets chirping, each excited trill echoing the heartbeat of the desert. Their cadence is a reminder of life's persistent presence, a testament that beauty thrives even beneath the stars. The soft hoot of an owl swoops through the air, a call that lingers briefly before fading into the night, swirling around me like an intangible embrace. Nature speaks in her subtle language while cradling me in an atmosphere that feels sacred, as if I am on the threshold of an eternal truth. As I allow my thoughts to spiral inward, I become aware of the myriad stories that have unfolded beneath this sky. The joy of enduring love, the pain of loss, and the sacred moments of laughter shared amongst friends. I think of the children who ran freely in the shadow of the pyramid, their laughter mingling with the bated breath of history. I cherish those moments as they emerge in vivid detail, like flickering flames illuminating the darkness. In my heart, I carry these connections, knowing that although our lives might ripple apart in time, each moment is eternally etched into the soul. Here, among the stones that surround me, I find the essence of my being crystallized, ol shianomaka resinant rol. The world and its inhabitants tied together through a shared past. The pyramid, with its strong stoic figure, stands not only as a monument, but as a testament to our collective hopes and dreams, alive with the vibrancy of our spirits that resonate through its very structure. I hear the echoes of conversations long faded as if spoken by gentle winds, and I treasure the pieces of laughter and tears that are infused in the stones and sand, turning into a soothing melody that flows effortlessly into the tapestry of existence. As I lose myself in these thoughts, I gently rest my hands on the cool, rough surface of the stone block beneath me. The texture is a tapestry of history. Each groove, each etching feels familiar, and I can almost envision the lives that have brushed against this very spot, sharing their thoughts, dreams, and burdens. I relish the connection, the profound sense of belonging that envelops me. I have the privilege of being a silent witness to these stories, echoing through the ages, connecting threads of time where past and present intertwine. The moonlight envelops the landscape in a gentle glow, transforming the ordinary into ethereal beauty. Shadows come alive, alternating between long and short, weaving tales of wonder and reflection across the floor of the desert. The soft brilliance softens the harsh edges of reality, allowing my mind to drift further into reverie. I realize that this moment is more than just a quiet vigil. It is an invitation to embrace the tapestry of my existence, where I can listen and learn from the wisdom of those who came before me. With each heartbeat, I am simply Kenemon, a guardian of dreams beneath the stars. Here, in this sacred space, I feel a deep sense of gratitude coursing through me. Life, with all its complexities, finds clarity under the night sky. I am cradled by the whispers of the ancients, held gently in a cosmic dance that transcends time itself. I close my eyes once more, surrendering to the calm of the desert night, as each breath deepens my understanding of what it means to be alive in this moment, connected to everything and everyone that has woven together this magnificent reality. In this gentle solitude, I drink in the stillness and the stories, feeling them settle within me as I become one with the essence of the desert, the stars above, and the heart of the Great Pyramid standing watchful against the tapestry of time.